What's going on, everybody? So, for today's video, I want to talk about stacking smart in 2025 and $43 silver. So, as many of you have seen the charts, we have officially hit $43 an ounce for silver. Personally, that's a big milestone. We haven't seen these levels since 2011 when silver just hit a little bit under $50 an ounce. And many of you may be thinking, is it too late to start stacking silver in 2025? Personally, I have some things that I'm going to be following because I'm not sure exactly where the price is going to be, but I have a good knowledge of what I can do based on things I've done in the past. So today I want to talk about my strategy exactly, the mistakes I'm going to avoid, and how can we can set you up for long-term success in the silver stacking. So with that out the way, let's get right into the video. All right, so let's get started by putting silver's price into perspective. $43 an ounce for silver isn't unseen of. We saw these prices back in 2011 when silver was just below $50 an ounce. So if you account for inflation, we are well undervalued. Personally, I think silver is going to be going up a lot higher, but this is a long-term gain for me. So what silver's doing right now is great to see, but I didn't get into it to be going this fast. So let's talk about more of the strategies I'm going to be following because there's going to be a lot of people out there that are just getting into silver that are going to be making mistakes. And I want to talk to you guys about some things that I'll avoid. So the first mistake that I see a lot of people are going to make is going to be trying to chase the hype and going all in. Personally, $43 silver is great for us that have been stacking for a while. And I think a lot of people out there are going to finally be hearing more about silver and trying to go all in. But personally, that is the one thing I would avoid just because we do not know what the price action is going to be doing in the coming weeks or months or even the next year. So personally, I would be avoiding that mistake by not going all in and breaking down into portions. If you have $1,000 budget, instead of buying it all at once, I'll be buying in $100 increments, either weekly or monthly. So, personally, dollar cost averaging is one of the strategies that has helped me make money over time in silver, the stock market, and anything else that I've done. So, why do I stick to dollar cost averaging? Because instead of buying all of it at once, I spread it out. There's going to be many price fluctuations throughout the next couple of days and weeks and months. And instead of buying it all at one price, it's good to just buy it each time there is a little bit of price movement just because there's going to be dips, there's going to be highs, and you want to make sure that you capture it a little bit at a time instead of it all at once because we never know what's going to be happening. So with silver being at $43 an ounce, there's going to be a lot of things out there that still carry a high premium. Personally, I'm going to be avoiding anything that has too much of a premium just because I don't want to be buying something that has a $10, $15, even a $20 premium when we're at these prices. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be buying coins, rounds, and anything that doesn't have a premium on it and get it as close to spot as possible. Just because I'm not sure what's going to be happening with the price and I do not want to pay anything extra than I have to right now. When stacking silver, it is important to stick to a budget. Do not wreck your finances by trying to chase silver at $43 an ounce. What I do is instead of touching the money from my main income, I use money from my side hustles to pay for my stack. No matter what the market's doing, I'm always buying with money from my side hustles only. So any money that I make from there, I dedicate a small portion of it to paying for my stack. So that way I can keep building my stack without touching the money that I need for bills, food, or emergencies. And that stacking, it gives me more security and less stress because of the way that I do it. Silver stacking isn't a quick flip for me. It's about long-term protection and wealth preservation. If you zoom out 5, 10, 15, 20 years in the future, we might say that $43 is cheap, but personally, I'm buying it to protect myself in case anything happens. I don't like having too much money in the bank because I feel like it loses wealth and it loses purchasing power over time with it being in there. So that's why I started stacking silver. So here's the bottom line. Silver at $43 doesn't mean the opportunity is gone. It means you need to be more strategic, stack consistently, watch your premiums, and focus on the long-term game. I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys doing at $43 silver? Are you holding back? Are you waiting for a dip? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you like the content, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Thank you now and have a good night.